Peggy, you're muted.
I got him.
Okay, sure, I'll take this question. The question is, are we going to have to take the placement exams online? And we are going to go over that in the early college presentation today, but the answers to that question is yes. The math placement exam, you can take the first time and the second time online. And now the English exam will also be available through Brightspace for you to take online.
And if you are not early college, yes, you will be taking your English exam online. And again, we will go over that during the presentation.
We got about 1 more minute before we start. Does anyone want to take that other question that just came in?
Sure. Mr. Chung, you should have the students visit the virtual student services page for the campus that they've applied to, or the campus that they are looking to change their campus preference. This can be done online, but we'll go over again all of that information. We'll have the links embedded in the presentations as well.
Well, hi, everyone. It looks like it's about time to start. My name is Laura Cheatham. I'm one of the Associate Deans of Instruction at Truman, one of the city colleges. You attendees, your mics will not work and your videos will not work during this presentation. But as I've said, for those of you that have been here for a few minutes, down at the bottom of your screen, there's a Q&A box. Please click it. A new chat box will pop up to the side and allow you to send questions throughout the presentation to these panelists who will be there to answer it for you. A couple of you have already figured that out, so please send your questions there and I'll turn it over to the team for them to do their presentation.
Okay, hello everyone. We're so happy to have you with us today. My name is Peggy Corrales. I'm the Associate Vice Chancellor for Early College, and I will be reviewing the presentation with you about everything that has to do with early college. I'll let my colleagues also introduce themselves. We'll start with Keisha.
Hello, I'm Keisha Ingram, District Director of Admissions for City Colleges, and I will be in conjunction with my colleague presenting on the admissions process.
Hi, my name is Melissa Champs. I'm Director of Recruitment for City Colleges of Chicago, and I'm here to answer any questions you guys have around recruitment.
Hi, I'm Megan Bernard. I'm the District Director for Retention and Student Success, and I'll talk with you about student supports.
Okay, awesome. We're going to get started. I'm going to pull the presentation up now for us to get started. If you have questions along the way, don't forget to pop them into the Q&A box at the bottom. So just as a reminder, you'll be listening to 3 presentations today. The first one is on admissions. The second one is on early college and dual enrollment. And the last one is on student supports.
We are excited you have chosen to explore with City Colleges of Chicago as you consider your options to pursue your educational goals. A degree or certificate.
Peggy, we can't see it. It's not sharing for the rest of us.
Go to the bottom, Peggy, click share, and you should highlight this video or document when you see the little screen pop up. There we go. Very good. Okay, good.
We are excited you have chosen to explore with City Colleges of Chicago as you consider your options to pursue your educational goals. A degree or certificate from one of the City Colleges of Chicago can put you on a path to transfer to a four-year institution and or on the path to a rewarding career. Our colleges include Harold Washington College, Harry S. Truman College, Kennedy King College, Malcolm X College, Olive Harvey College, Richard J. Daley College, and Wilbur Wright College. To learn more about our offerings and to apply, visit www.ccc.edu. Students can speak with an admissions specialist at the college of their choice through our virtual student services page. For more information, visit www.ccc.edu/VSS. For the best class availability, we recommend that you apply as soon as possible. As you think about where to apply, you must also consider your payment method. If you are using financial aid, please be sure to complete the free application for federal student aid, also known as the FAFSA application, as soon as possible. This process may take up to 6 weeks. Visit https://FAFSA.ed.gov to apply for FAFSA. If you are not applying for financial aid to pay for your courses, you must set up a payment plan or pay in full. For more information, be sure to attend the financial aid and STAR scholarship sessions. After you've applied to City Colleges of Chicago, visit your new student portal. In order to access CCC's student portal, you will need your initial password to set up your username. Your initial password was sent to the email address used to apply to City Colleges in an email with the subject, Your City Colleges of Chicago login information. If you have additional questions, please contact your admissions specialist by visiting the virtual student services page at www.ccc.edu/VSS. While in the new student portal, you'll have access to complete your English exam and math assessment. All new students are required to complete placement exams in the areas of reading and writing, as well as a math assessment. The English exam may be taken through the new student portal, where students will be required to review a PowerPoint presentation that outlines the exam prior to starting it. The math assessment can be taken online up to 5 times within a year. If you are not pleased with your initial score, you have 4 more attempts which can be accessed through the new student portal. All students must complete 3 hours in the prep and learning modules in order to take additional attempts. You can also use ACT or SAT scores, prior course completion at CCC, or credit from another college for placement. If you are attempting to waive your English and or math placement test using an official college transcript or ACT/SAT scores, please see a college advisor. After placement scores are confirmed, students will be able to sign up for the new student orientation, which is required for new students. It introduces students to city colleges of their choosing, its academic programs, policies, and support services. Students will register for courses during this session. Placement test scores must be confirmed before registering for orientation through the new student portal. Please remember to log in to the new student portal via www.my.ccc.edu. Here is a screenshot of the view students will see. They can access their new student tasks within the portal. Those tasks include placement exams, registering for new student orientation, and accessing their financial aid information. If you have additional questions, please contact your admissions specialist by visiting the Virtual Student Services page at www.ccc.edu/VS. Before registering for classes, students will need to verify their address with one of the following: a valid current state ID or driver's license, a utility bill, for example, gas, light, or home phone bill, a voter's registration card, lease or mortgage statement, a consular ID card, a current order or letters from Command for Military Services persons, or a signed letter on letterhead from a homeless shelter confirming residency in the shelter. Students can verify via an email from their CCC student email account, a fax to their college's admissions office, or an electronic transcript from their high school. After residency is verified, with the guidance of an academic advisor, students can select courses and enroll via self-service through their student portal. Students are encouraged to solidify payment source before registering. Don't forget to check out our financial aid and STAR scholarship sessions for more information. Students must ensure their financial aid is in place. Students will have 3 days post-registration to submit payment for classes. Students are able to set up payment arrangements through the business office. Students should purchase textbooks and supporting materials through the CCC online bookstore at ccc.edu/bookstore. After registering for classes, all students will be provided with a college ID, giving them access to all college-related activities. Whoa, I know we've said a lot thus far, but we really want you to know exactly what's needed to get through this process. We're rooting for you. Each of our colleges are available to engage with students during virtual meetings. Whether students need to schedule an appointment with an advisor or have questions about their classes, our Virtual Student Services page can connect them to the service needed. They can also take advantage of Virtual Student Services by starting with our live chat support. Our live support will connect students with student services representatives at their college. Visit www.ccc.edu/BSS to schedule appointments or chat live. Students can also access our contact center by calling 773 College.
Whoa, so we've covered a lot of information, right? So we have a couple of questions in the chat. What if I am taking a dual enrollment college algebra? Do I wait to take the test in that class or do I do it on my own? So if you're already enrolled in a dual enrollment course, you've either taken the math assessment already or you've submitted some type of SAT scores to prove that you belong in that class. So unless your instructor includes that in a way to assess you getting to the next level, you should be okay with not taking a math assessment. Next question is, if I already sent my SAT scores through College Board, do I still have to take the English? Oh, sorry, lost it. Do I still have to take the English and math exam? So if you have the appropriate SAT scores, you will get a waiver where you won't have to take your English and math, depending on those scores and depending on what type of student you are. If you are an early college student, the requirements are different than a regular degree seeking student. But if you have a 480 or higher, all the way up into a 540, you can submit those SAT scores, but we will also require you to still take the English assessment just to make sure that you don't need any additional supports. And so if you take the English exam and let's say you get a score of 6, which is the highest score you can possibly get, then you won't be required to take any additional support courses. Anything lower than a 6, you will be required to take an additional support course along with your English 101 class. And do we have to mark our attendance for this? I'm not sure I understand this question.
I just answered it via the chat so that they could see the link. So there is a link that I provided where you will click to verify your attendance. And at the end of this session, there will be a code given about this session so that you can put that in so we can track it.
Got it. Thank you. Next question I see is, as a dual enrollment student, how do I reactivate my CCC application for credit because one semester of not registering for classes? So if you are a current dual enrollment student, you took classes, all you need to do is register for the next course, for the next term. If you applied as a dual enrollment student, let's say in spring, and you didn't attend, then you will need to reapply again as a dual credit student for the next term, which would be fall or the following spring. If you are a current dual credit, dual enrollment student, and you are wanting to become a degree seeking student in the fall, you will need to apply as a degree seeking student, notifying the college of your choice so that they can then process that first year application for you. Next question is, what is the highest score you can get for the exams? For the English, the highest score you can get is a 6, and that determines where you place in terms of English 101 or English 96. Math, the score can go all the way past, I believe it's 100, but in order to be eligible for college math, you would need to get at least a 46 on your math assessment. Next question is, I haven't taken assessments yet, but since registration began, I'm afraid I will miss out getting into certain courses. So yes, I would encourage everyone to make sure that they are going through each and every portion of the process. So that's applying, getting access to the portal, getting in to take your assessments, because yes, classes do fill up rather quickly. And so you want to make sure that you are putting yourself in a position where you get the classes that you want to attend for either summer or fall this upcoming school year. So I would encourage you to log into your portal and to take your assessments as soon as possible, and then signing up for a new student orientation so that you can speak with an advisor and they can help you with your schedule. Next question is, how do I change my program to a different program because the one I have now isn't my preference? So I would encourage you to log into the virtual student services mentioned in the presentation and speak with a specific school that you've applied to, and you will be able to make an appointment with an advisor or an admission specialist, and they'll be able to assist you with changing your program preference. The next question is in Spanish. Can anyone help me out from my niece?
Let me see if I can translate it in Google Translate and put it right back in, okay?
Okay. While he's doing that, I think I heard you say we get a waiver for the exams if our score is above the 400 and mine is in the 500 plus, but I didn't get a waiver. So it has to be, so for English, it has to be 480 to 540 before you can get a waiver. You'll still need to take the English exam to see if you need any additional support courses. Math, you have to have a 530 and above in order to get a waiver.
Okay, I have that question translated. Hi, my name is Anis Marisol. My English is not that good, but I want to learn more about what this is about. I just want to ask if it's mandatory to enter all the sessions this week.
No, no es necesario entrar a todas las secciones. Solamente sesión A y B está eso es diferente.
And then it looks like the last question is, hello, can a dual enrollment student take summer classes? Peggy, they are allowed to take one summer class, is that correct?
Yes, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
That is correct.
Okay, so students are allowed to take one summer class if you're a dual enrollment student.
When nobody's talking, you can talk, you're unmuted.
Okay, you just have to tell me what to say.
Answer this question and then explain that you can actually.
Hola, un momentito, yo voy a hablar con ella por un momento y voy a ayudarle a usted.
They don't have to come to every session this week.
Pues ella dice que no tiene que asistir todos los clases en esta semana. Which ones does she need
A
it?
and B. There are two different sessions.
Hay dos grupos diferentes, el grupo A y el grupo B, y she only need to attend one of them.
Go to both, but we just repeat A and B all week. So like session A, repeated multiple days. Session B, repeated multiple days.
Momentito. So there are two sections, and she just has to make sure to go to 1A and 1B.
Correct.
Pues hay secciones que se llama sección A y sección B, y lección A y lección B, y solamente tiene que asistir uno de los que se llaman A y uno de B. Entonces, dos en total. ¿Me comprendes? I can't hear you.
Sí, gracias. De nada. Thank you. Next question. In my CCC account, it says I have not turned in my FAFSA, but I did, and I'm not sure what to do. So I would suggest that you log into the virtual student services. We also have a financial aid presentation as well. You may be able to get more information, but in the meantime, I would suggest logging into the virtual student services and making an appointment with a financial aid advisor for the school that you have submitted your FAFSA for, that you added the school code for. Stephanie, you're trying to log in, sign into your CCC student portal, but it's not letting you. What do you do? Again, I would suggest contacting an admissions specialist on the virtual student services page to help kind of troubleshoot what's going on. Sometimes students may need to use a different browser or clear their browsing history or their cache. So if that doesn't work, I would then log into the virtual student services to try to connect with someone to assist you with that. How can I find my advisor in my CCC account? Megan, our advisors typically loaded once a student logs into their portal. Will they see their CCC advisor?
No, no, they won't see it in there. If they are curious about it and if they're curious about finding their advisor, the best thing to do is check in when they do their orientation. And if they know what their college is, then they can also write, to the folks who are leading advising through the virtual student services, and they'll be able to tell them who it is that they'll meet with. But any advisor from any campus will be able to support you as you select your classes and make your way through orientation.
Okay, thank you. Asma, do you know when high schoolers start to apply for college? Not sure what you mean by that. Are you referring to dual credit, dual enrollment? Or are you referring to seniors graduating this summer? If you're referring to seniors graduating, they can start to apply now if they want to attend for summer, fall 2020. Early college students who want to take dual credit, dual enrollment courses can also apply now for summer or fall. We are also opening up spring application for a very short period starting today through June 1st for students that know that they want to attend a dual credit, dual enrollment class in the spring to help you get started with the things that you need to do in order to register for your classes.
And Keisha, just to add to that, generally speaking, high schoolers apply for college in their senior year, but not before that.
Right, that's what I said, if they're graduating seniors.
Right, I was just, if that was the general question, I just was adding that. Thank you.
I'm confused. Are there winter classes? So we have spring term that starts in January. So that would be considered, I guess, winter classes, but it would be for the spring term. And then fall starts in August. How do I register for orientation and how do I pick my classes? So again, applying, logging into your student portal. We'll have a link to new student orientation, and also it will take you to how you RSVP for orientation, which would be through Grades First. You RSVP for orientation, and then the colleges are presenting Zoom orientation, so you would review a presentation, or you would have someone actually speaking, going through policies, procedures, different things for that specific college. And then you would enter into breakout rooms where you would speak with an advisor, and then they would help you with your schedule.
We are running a bit short on time. I know there's still a couple of questions lingering. We can answer those by typing in responses to you, and we'll continue to do that, but so we can move on to the next topic.
Okay, great. I'll answer the last question via chat.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for your interest in early college. My name is Peggy Corellis, and I am the Associate Vice Chancellor for Early College for the City Colleges of Chicago. During this presentation, we're going to discuss what early college is, including both dual credit and dual enrollment, who is eligible for early college, and what the process is to apply and enroll. We are also going to discuss some of the benefits as well as some of the statistics of students who've been in our early college programs. Finally, at the end, you will receive information on where to go or who to contact for more information. Okay, so let's get started. What is early college? Early college provides high school students the opportunity to earn college credits for free before they graduate from high school. There are two options for students in early college, and those are dual credit and dual enrollment. In the next few slides, we're going to discuss what both of these options are in more detail. But before we do that, let's discuss who's eligible for early college. To be eligible for early college, students must have junior or senior standing. Students under the age of 16 can participate if they are enrolled in high school and obtain the approval of the college president or vice president to enroll. Students also have to meet the eligibility requirements for the course they wish to enroll in, and they also have to meet the guidelines determined by Chicago Public Schools, which includes a GPA of 2.5 or higher and attendance rate of 90% or higher. Students missing one or more of these requirements could obtain a letter of recommendation from a high school official instead. That would include a principal, assistant principal, or counselor, or a teacher. Okay, now let's discuss the different forms of early college in more detail. Okay, what is dual credit? Dual credit is when an academically qualified high school junior or senior enrolls in a college-level course offered in their high school during their regular school day. Students earn high school credit and college credit at the same time. Dual credit is awesome because it is convenient for students since it is during their regular school day. Also, these courses are usually taught by their high school instructors, and the environment is familiar to students, which is really helpful. It is likely that your high school already offers dual credit because right now we have dual credit courses happening in 82 of our CPS high school with over 3,700 students enrolled. Each school can select the courses they want to offer, and then they get approval from their partner city college. Currently, there are 78 different courses being offered as dual credit, with the most popular being in the disciplines of English, math, business, Spanish, and criminal justice. What is great about this is that then you do not have to take these courses when you go to college because you've already taken them. This will save you time and money. Even if you don't go to the City Colleges of Chicago for college after you graduate, these credits transfer to most post-secondary institutions. Of course, since these courses are college-level courses, there are certain considerations that you have to keep in mind. For example, if you get a bad grade, that is a grade that will be on your college transcript. So you have to be prepared for the challenges of this course so that this doesn't happen to you. Later in this presentation, you will learn about the many student supports offered to all early college students. And also, the good news is that students usually do really well in dual credit courses. In fact, the average course success rate, which is defined as scoring a grade of C or higher, hovers around 88%. So this could be a great option for you. If your high school doesn't offer dual credit courses or it doesn't offer a course that you are interested in, you can always consider dual enrollment. So what is dual enrollment? Dual enrollment is when a high school student enrolls in a college course at one of our 7 city colleges of Chicago. Usually this is done outside of their regular school day. Students earn college credits for these courses and sometimes can also earn high school credit as well. And again, enrollment is free. Dual enrollment is awesome because high school students are integrated into regular college courses with regular college students. You are able to have an authentic college experience on a college campus. In most cases, the faculty and the other students don't realize that you might be a high school student because you are just in the class with all of the other students. So you really get to have an authentic college experience and experience the college life. It may not be as convenient as dual credit though, because you do have to find the time for these courses outside of your regular school day. Many students take courses in the early evenings or on Saturdays. In some cases, your high school may allow you to leave school early to take a dual enrollment course, but this would have to be worked out and approved with your high school in advance of you signing up for that course. Another benefit of dual enrollment is that you can choose the course or courses that are of most interest to you, which may or may not be offered at your high school. We currently have 1,217 dual enrollment students taking courses at all 7 of our City Colleges of Chicago campuses. Students choose a wide variety of courses to take, but some of the most popular courses include English, math, science, psychology, and computer information science and business. Dual enrollment students also usually do really well in their courses. Their annual success rates, again, which means passing the course with a C or better, hovers around 80%. We definitely encourage all of our early college students to get to know their professors, and don't be shy about asking for help in any way. There are many people wanting to help you succeed, so communication is key to ensuring you get the proper support. If you are interested in early college, either dual credit or dual enrollment or both, the first thing you should do is talk to your parent or guardian, as well as your high school counselor, to get more information and think about what could be right for you. And once you are able to do that, you can go about the process for enrolling. The next thing would be to attend an information session at either CPS or CCC with your parent or guardian to learn more about our partnership program. For now, these sessions are offered on Zoom, and you can find the schedule on our early college website. Next, your high school counselor will review and recommend eligible students for enrollment. They'll look at your GPA, your attendance, and if you have test scores available, they'll look at those as well to see who qualifies. However, I said this before, if you're missing one of these things, you can still participate if you're able to get a letter of recommendation from a CPS official, including your high school counselor, your principal, assistant principal, or a teacher. If your GPA, for example, if your GPA is lower than a 2.5 because maybe you had a rough freshman year, but you've picked it up since then, that will be very important to know and to be documented in this letter so that we could get a good understanding of your ability to be able to succeed in this college course. The next step would be for you to apply to City Colleges of Chicago. You have to visit our website at www.ccc.edu/apply and make sure you select this option. Pursue a limited amount of courses as a visiting student, personal interest, or as a dual enrollment credit student. This option is not eligible for financial aid. So there'll be a drop down with different ones for you to select, and this is the right one for you to select. And you don't have to worry about it not being eligible for financial aid. Why? Because these courses are free. And after you apply, there'll be forms for you and your parent or guardian to sign, and you'll submit those forms to the early college coordinator for the college that you're choosing. The next step is to take your placement test for both math and English. Or you can submit your ACT or SAT scores if they meet the requirements for college level. If you are going to take the placement test, usually we have them proctored in CPS high schools, and they're also offered at our City Colleges of Chicago campuses. But now you can also take these tests online, so you don't have to wait to take these tests in person. You do have to meet the college requirements for the course you are planning to take to be able to enroll. It's also important for you to remember that students can take the math placement test exam up to 5 times. So the first time you take it, if you don't do well, it'll show you what you need to study in order to improve, and it will give you some test modules for you to practice on before taking the test again. So you can do this up to a total of 5 times for the math test. But the English placement exam is a little bit different, and it can only be taken 1 time per semester. So you have to make sure that you're very prepared to take this test. If you complete these steps and you meet the criteria for early college, we would then partner you with an early college coordinator to begin the official application and enrollment process. At this point, the early college coordinators will review the applications, and if everything is complete, they'll approve you. If something's missing, they'll reach out to you directly to guide you through to completing the process. Then your early college coordinator will discuss with you what your options are and what's available to you depending on your interest, eligibility, and schedule. And they will assist you in selecting the right program and course. Once this has been determined, you will be enrolled into your course. Your early college coordinator will help you with obtaining your textbook if necessary. You'll be given your course study schedule, and if you are in dual enrollment, you'll even get a CCC photo ID. The last step is to attend a City Colleges of Chicago Welcome Day for dual credit or a college orientation for dual enrollment students. Both of these events will help you learn more about our various campus student support services prior to the start of class, and we will make sure we answer any of your outstanding questions. After this, you are officially an early college student. So What kinds of supports are available to early college students? As we mentioned before, there are many people that want you to succeed in your early college experience, and we offer many supports to help you. First and foremost, make sure you stay in close contact with your instructor, your high school counselor, and also your early college coordinator. These people will be able to assist you with any questions and will also be able to advise you on important next steps, whether you are struggling or not. Each campus has many different student support services, and as an early college student, you are entitled to use all of these supports. These supports include tutoring and/or academic centers, wellness centers, disability access centers, academic advising, libraries, and career planning and placement centers. All of these supports are free for students to use. Let's briefly discuss what each of these support centers do. So tutoring and academic centers, these are designed to help students with their studies by reviewing concepts taught in class, providing homework assistance, and supporting test preparation. So these are great places to go to study or to get extra help with your homework. We have wellness centers. Wellness centers provide mental health and psychosocial support services and can also provide referrals to community-based organizations and outside agencies. We have disability access centers at all of our colleges. They provide coordination and supportive services for students with documented disabilities. So if you do have a documented disability, we can provide you accommodations at our city colleges as well. Academic advising, we have advisors who assist students at every stage of their education, including academic planning and course selection and more. We also have libraries that offer electronic databases and print media to support the academic work of students, faculty, and staff, as well as individual and group library support and information on literacy instruction. So libraries are great places to get more support or to have a quiet place to study. We also have career planning and placement centers, and these provide comprehensive services to students to help make informed decisions about careers, prepare resumes, find employment, and more. So if you're interested in any of these services, make sure to visit our student support services that all early college students can access. Finally, if you have more information, please visit our early college website at www.ccc.edu/earlycollege, or you can contact one of our early college coordinators below. As you can see, each college has its own coordinator, and you have their emails here as well as their phone numbers. I recommend you contacting one of these coordinators where you're interested in attending and ask any questions that you have. Thank you so much for participating in our early college session. Hello, everyone. Thank you.
Looks like we have about 5 minutes and some questions that are pending if you want to take those. Peggy, if you're trying to talk, you're on mute.
Sorry about that. I was just starting the first question from Ashley. I enrolled in a dual credit course, criminal justice, through Kennedy King College, and I never heard back from them about dual credit. Well, if you took the course as dual credit from your high school, then you have a transcript with Kennedy King College that has that course on it with your grade. So that would have automatically happened because of your enrollment. So if you want to see that, or if you go to Kennedy King, you'll be able to look at your transcript. If you log in, you'll be able to look at your transcript and see that that course is on there. If you have any questions about that, you could always contact the early college coordinator from Kennedy King so she can look into yours more specifically. Okay, next question. What happens when I pass my dual enrollment class? After you pass your dual enrollment class, you get the credit for that course. And you can either take the next course, or if you're graduating from high school, then just become a college student. But you will get the credit if you pass your dual enrollment course. That's a college course that you've taken, and you have a transcript that will show that. that you could take to another college if you go even to somewhere else. Next question, does each of the CCC offer dual enrollment courses? And the answer to that question is yes. You can take dual enrollment courses at any of our 7 city colleges. All of the courses are available for dual enrollment students. You would have to find a course that meets your schedule and your interests, and one that you have, you're able to pass the entrance requirements to get in. So you can do those at any of our city colleges. That looks like all of the questions for early college. We can go on to the next part of our presentation. Thank you for your interest in
In this presentation, I'll share some details about student services and supports at City Colleges of Chicago. We're also glad for any opportunity to talk with you one-on-one about how these supports could benefit you as you take your next step towards your future by studying at our city colleges. The philosophy that governs all of our work in student services and student supports here is that we will meet every student exactly where you are, learn about where you want to go, and make sure that you have access to the opportunities, resources, and guidance that you need to make your dreams a reality. First, we'll discuss academic advising and tutoring services, 2 of the core supportive resources offered to help all students navigate their coursework and academic programs. The first thing for you to know is exactly what we mean by academic advising. It's different than having a high school guidance counselor, and it's different than talking with a teacher. An academic advisor provides you with a relationship to a caring expert adult who understands your academic goals, understands how your college works, and understands exactly what types of resources, actions, practices, and tools you might need to help you make the most of your time in college. You can talk with them about your academic and your professional goals. They can help you understand what courses are required and which courses you may choose to take that could be helpful based on your specific path. Your advisor can help you understand when and how to take advantage of other opportunities like special events, tutoring, career planning and placement, or student clubs. Your advisor will also work with you to set goals and build strategies for making those goals a reality. If you have a question and you don't know who can answer it for you, consider talking to your academic advisor. As a student at City Colleges, you will get a dedicated academic advisor assigned to you. You'll also be able to see any advisor at your campus on a walk-in basis if you need a quick answer to a simple question. So what can you talk about with your advisor? Many things. Adjusting to daily college life, managing relationships with your professors, handling college business, the deadlines that relate to you and your program, and how you can plan to be successful in your classes. They can also help you build skills for professional and academic communication so you can feel confident and comfortable talking to your instructors, deans, classmates, and other offices like financial aid. If you run into a personal or academic difficulty, chances are very good that your advisor has helped other students in the past get through similar situations. Talk to them and you may be able to find the right way forward so that you can continue learning. Academic support service centers provide tutoring. These are centers at every city college that can offer you free and unlimited visits for managing your academic work. At the tutoring centers, you can receive personalized one-on-one and small group supports that focus on concepts for your classes, specific homework, and projects. You can also get help preparing for tests and quizzes or for building academic skills more generally, and time management. There are specialized tutors available for the subjects that are taught at your college. Whether you make an appointment or just walk in, you can meet with a tutor who can help you do your best. So academic advising and tutoring services are directly related to your classes. Let's talk now about those supportive services that can be helpful and productive for you when you have needs that are separate from the classroom. Wellness centers at city colleges are counseling centers. These are staffed by trained mental health professionals, and they'll provide compassionate, expert, and confidential support for all current students. At the Wellness Center, you can receive support for time management and stress management, or counseling to deal with personal challenges and relationship difficulties. Wellness centers offer one-on-one services and support groups. All of their services are totally free. This is also a place where you can get connected with public aid and community resources. Whatever your needs might be, you will be welcomed at the Wellness Center. There are disability access centers on every campus. The folks who staff them are the experts who will provide care, coordination, and supportive services for any student with a documented disability. The DAC office will be a primary support team if you had a 504 plan or an IEP in high school. If you need help getting screened for a disability, they can also support you with that project. Your DAC team will help you get access to a note taker or a transcriber, help you get accommodations in your classes, or help you access things like recording devices or adaptive software, including screen readers. They can also help connect you with an interpreter if you are deaf or hard of hearing. City colleges are all committed to providing resources and support and encouragement to help every student be successful in their classes and beyond. Our DAC teams are a core part of that commitment. Military-affiliated students can receive support and build community with the Veteran Service Centers on every campus. Each one has a team offering a wide range of services to students who are veterans of the United States military. The services on offer include programming and peer support, help with acquiring your VA benefits, advocacy for working with your faculty members, and support for helping you meet your basic needs. We know finances will influence your college experience in some way or another. This is true for every student. We know that sometimes emergencies or unexpected bills can be a barrier to your participation in class. To help you stay on track with your studies, City Colleges has emergency funds for current students. You can get direct financial support for addressing financial crises that might otherwise be an obstacle to continuing your education. If you need any support like this, we can provide you with specific details one-on-one. All city colleges have healthy food markets where you can receive free food. CCC has partnered with the Greater Chicago Food Depository to offer fresh fruit and vegetables, canned goods, milk, eggs, dry beans, and pasta. These foods are available to any student or staff member who may need a little extra food at home. City Colleges also partners with the Illinois Hunger Coalition, and they can offer support if you and your family need some guidance to apply for SNAP benefits. One of the most important parts of any student's college experience are the relationships that you build with fellow students, professors, and staff members. Your college will be your community. Here's some of the ways you can get involved. There are organizations, clubs, and special events at every college. You may join an organization related to the program you're studying, or you can find clubs for games, travel, languages, and hobbies. If you can't find a club that meets what you're looking for, you can start one yourself. The Student Government Association, or SGA, at each campus is also an excellent resource for building connections to your campus community. These student leaders offer programming and address student concerns. They meet regularly with your college's leadership to amplify your voice. No matter who you are, no matter where you're going in life, student supports at City Colleges will celebrate you and work to help you build your future. If you have any questions at all, please get in touch. Thank you.
So we had someone on the chat ask, and this is Megan Bernard. I'm the Director for Retention and Student Success. We had someone ask if students will have the same academic advisor the whole time, or could they change? You will keep the same advisor unless you request a change, or if you switch programs and it's a program that has a specialized advisor. For example, there are people who focus on advising health science students at Malcolm X College, and they know all the details about that profession and the necessary programs and grades and classes and things like that. So in that case, if you switch programs, you might get a new advisor. But the vast majority of people build a close and trusting relationship with their advisor, and they stay together the whole time. So it's possible to change, but it won't happen to you automatically. I know there was a question earlier in the chat about the supports and resources available for students with disabilities. Did this material here cover those questions, or would you like some more details? If you do have any other questions, please let us know.
Okay, great. I just want to put up this screen in case you missed some of the contact information earlier. If you want more information on admissions or student supports, please go to the website that we have here, www.ccc.edu/VSS for virtual student services. If you want more information on early college, you could visit our early college website at www.ccc.edu/earlycollege. Or you can contact one of our early college coordinators below, or if you know the college that you're interested in applying for early college. And last but not least, I know you have to register that you attended this session, so I wanted to give you your code that you will need. So the code for this session is CCC for the City Colleges of Chicago -B as in boy 7, the number 7. So once again, that's CCC-B7. Thank you so much for your participation today. And if you have any questions, we're more than happy to help you.
And I just sent the link for where that form is for you to create it in the Q&A section. So there's a live link you can follow to verify your participation and then input that code that was provided to you right there.
All right, so Laura, you're saying go to the link, and once you click into that link, you can provide the code CCC-B7, and then you will get credit for your participation today. All right, thank you all so much. That's the end.